Today we're going to go over establishing and utilizing high-quality connections in a professional setting, or simply put, networking. In preparation for this, it's important to plan your steps. And going through my scenario, I guess it would be important to know what got me established in establishing connections, and it has to do with public speaking. In my high school career, I was given the opportunity to attend Virginia Tech Governor's School for Agriculture, and over the course of the period of the program, we were tasked with researching and developing a presentation to give at the end of the program to professors and along with parents and such. And when it came from my turn to talk, as you can probably tell, I have a thick Southern accent, and when I started presenting my part in the presentation, the crowd started to laugh. And for a 15-year-old, that can be very detrimental to self-esteem and other in likeness. I improved somewhat as I matured, but it wasn't until I met Dr. Bain Wilson when I joined the Virginia Tech livestock judging team, and throughout the course of that period, we were tasked with having to give oral reasons, which I'll go into later. And later on, I started a master's program down here at Lincoln Memorial, and we were required to take a class called colloquial, which we had to get up and present professional scientific reports in a public setting. Now, that's the background of my situation. Going to go into the execution of how I've improved somewhat. I still have a long ways to go, but I've learned through networking especially that it's important to build and keep building, and if you fall, make sure you fall forward. The approach was simply practice, and I was blessed with the opportunity to judge livestock, and part of the judging, in any competition, there's 12 sets of animals, and collegiately you have to give oral reasons for 8 of those sets. Now, that may not sound too difficult, but you're given you're supposed to be given 15 minutes to prepare your set, but in the case of the national competition, when I was part of the program, it had shrunk down all the way to 5. And to prepare something that important, that quick, it can really put stress on your ability to perform. And while I wasn't the best at it, I could visibly see improvements in my score throughout the season. And it's kind of the same with colloquial. While I'm pretty comfortable with giving presentations and talks on animal agriculture or anything agricultural related, colloquial was mostly driven to small animal medicine and scientific studies. So while I was outside of my comfort zone, through my previous experience with Dr. Wilson, along with Dr. Faulkner, we were able to come up with a strategy to enhance my ability to relay the information that I discovered to the audience. And one of the biggest things that I picked up from that is to be patient, not rush through the information. Take your time, make sure you get your words out, enunciate, and other like-minded instances. instances. Now, through this whole period, it's important to recognize where you started the journey. I know I'm not to the end. I still have a long way to go, but there has been visible and verbal improvements. And in terms of networking, it is important for any profession. It's also networking allows you to realize that you were never going to be the smartest person in the room, and high quality connections allow you to establish a reputable source of information to use in times when you're confused and you don't know what your next step needs to be. Having this network of people, resources, whatever fits the bill, is important to establish these connections so that you can build yourself along with your colleagues up as you enhance in your professional careers.